I think we're pretty good here. Let me get this damn thing started, huh?
Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Hey, where you at?
Yeah, I've been here harassing boys out here telling fables. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting them fights on the table. Calling that Boston since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. On the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out Bruce Gas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the people. Little Glock by my side, but it hit just like the crew. Shout out Mad Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandals. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames.
Gotta go see if I'm over on Facebook. We do have a... Yes, I am. Make sure the
Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this the fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed.
There we go.
Yeah,
we're worldwide now.
But I want all the straps.
A little blues today. Good evening. 1970s rock and roll trivia. I hope everybody's well out there. You know who this is, man. Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. Let's see, man. Hey, man, I already got people in here and I haven't even started yet. Shit, man. Nice. I appreciate that. I'm seeing Christopher, Irish Boxing and Adventure. The first guy, Joe bopped in here earlier. Rusty Cage. Interesting little handle there. Salute, brother. Green Eyes P, my sister from over the pond. She stops in, says hello. Andy, salute, brother. Good to see you in here, man. I don't think I even have a Beatles question on there. Danero, my brother. Peace to you, man. Dan, thank you so much for coming on here. Let me get my head right for this. I just ate a nice big edible. That should do me up well. Let me break out a little bud here, fortify it. Let a couple of more people roll in because we don't want to make it too easy, like I always do. But no Beatles question. Oh, maybe a Beatles fake answer or something in there. We'll see. Hang in, man. Hang in. Gotta pull out a little nug of this double OG here. Nice little tasty little. These are kind of smalls, but they are very strong, very potent. Let me give you one of my usual close-up view on here. I always like to do that. Throw one put that on the tray for the grinder. The grinder. Angel Diaz, brother, salute. I'm gonna make that last a little longer than normal this time around. We put that down in there in the 70s rock. I mean, this is my era. The first concert I ever went to, 1971. I saw the Grateful Dead at the Providence Civic Center. I saw so many shows in the 70s. That's what we did. Go to a rock concert, man. If they're in town, I went. I couldn't even begin to name all the bands I saw at the Providence Civic Center, the Rhode Island Auditorium, the Strand, the Lowe's State Theater. So many. And as we do go along with the concert, there's my brother D1, man. Salute to you, man. The angry white man. Always a pleasure, my brother. Always a pleasure. Grinding up a little bit of bud here to fortify it with some crumble to make it just right. I was on a show the other day, and this dude is doing what I'm doing now. He's crumbling up his bud. And you know, when you dump it in your little receptor, I got to get a better camera angle, because if I do this, if I try to do it in front of the camera, I end up spilling it. But you know, you tap it on there, and then you always give it this little. And I said, I know that sound. That's an unmistakable. The old grinder, tap out the residue in there. Beauty of the pencil. Salute, brother. Good to see you in here. Same to you, brother. A magnificent and prosperous new year. And let's see here, man. We're going to have to add a little something special to that. A little of this platinum blonde crumble. Let's see, we have a little more than I had last week in here. See, I like this stuff, because this is a concentrate, and you can handle it, doesn't stick to your fingers. Cue ball, salute. We will mix this up with the ground flour, fortify it, if you will. Man, I'll tell you, I brought all this stuff to my Christmas party this year with my family. I educated them, son of a bitches, man. They're still smoking a freaking little pin joint. I turned them on to crumble. I turned them on to diamonds. I turned them on to edibles. It was an educational Christmas. I left them all fried. You see, now we have a nice little smorgasbord here to work with for the show, right? A little fortified double OG. Bud Files, salute my peoples. We'll do a couple of these and then we'll start the show. I gotta get my head in the right frame of mind. You see, people think I just wake and bake. You know, I wait till the sun's kind of in an upright position before I partake. Got a lighter, got the toka tube. That, my friends, that's called a trio. 3 hits, 3 breaths. No taking a breath in between. You saw how I did it. That's a trio. That's something that I discovered back in the 70s. Still applicable today, just like the music that we're going to talk about. And hey, I might as well. Let me get my. I don't even have the questionnaire up here yet. Do that. And add the layout in here. And we'll put the countdown on, man. The countdown on. This is 70s rock. I don't know if you were around for the 70s era, man. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And many things come in between. So let's see if you guys have any knowledge of the 70s. The first few are going to be easy. There's going to be some hard ones in there. But then, you know, I think about it, maybe they're all going to be hard. That's what she said. This is the first countdown, the minute and 20 seconds. It seems like it's an eternity. And it's really nothing. It's a speck in time. But I don't see any of my boxing people over here. That's kind of good because they'd probably embarrass themselves anyway. This is definitely a little different, more for the musically inclined folk. And during the 70s, like I said, man, music was my life. I was buying albums. I got into jazz in the mid 70s. And before that, it was the rock era, man. And I must have accumulated over 1,000 albums, well over 1,000 albums in different periods of the 70s. Because there was no CD, there were no CDs around. There were no even cassettes were a rarity back in the 70s. You had to go buy it on vinyl and then lug it around with you. You got a radio station. You sit there, they play your favorite song, and then they read out it for the day. But the vinyl was the thing, man. Vinyl was the final word. And we're gonna take you back to the 70s, man. We're gonna see if you remember anything about this funky period of time. The 8-track tapes. Oh yeah. Which band released a hit song, Stairway to Heaven, in 1971? 1, was it the Rolling Stones? 2, was it Queen? 3, was it Pink Floyd? Or 4, was it Led Zeppelin? Maybe the anthem of the 70s. There he is, my buddy Joe's in here. The Drunk Irishman. Let's give it a go. There you go, Joe. That's the way, man. I was wondering where your boxing brains were. I figured this might scare you off because it's a little different stuff here. But this is an easy one, man. You get to keep your 70s card. You get to keep your pack of zigzags. Number 4, Led Zeppelin. 100% got this one right. My sister smoking in G Shop. Good evening. Welcome to Trivia. Here's a second question. What was the name of the Bee Gees smash hit from the movie Saturday Night Fever? 1, was it Tragedy? 2, was it Staying Alive? 3, was it Night Fever? Or 4, was it How Deep Is Your Love? Man, make me want to break out my leisure suits and my 6-inch spike collars and Nehru shirts. Staying alive. That's not an answer. Smoking with G Shop. You gotta stick with the predetermined answers here, man. It's hard enough to get 4 of those. Oh man, I'll tell you, this fortified, this crumble weed with the crumble in there. I know what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to get up and get my poker because you gotta agitate it. But Staying Alive, 48%. 13% said Night Fever. I'm gonna refresh this so I can. I'm gonna. Question number 3 coming right up. Who sang the 1973 hit I Am the Piano Man, and I'll sing you a song tonight? Who sang the 1973 hit Piano Man? Yeah, he still plays a residency at Madison Square Garden, I think like a whole week in a row or something like that. But who was it? And he was a boxer too. That's it, the window's closed. Get your votes in there. Paul Simon, James Taylor, Elton John, or Billy Joel? Billy Joel, only 50%. See, you cats aren't 70s babies like I am. 50% said Elton John. No, 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 Billy Joel. But don't worry, they're only going to get easier. Which artist released the album Rumors in 1977? Beautiful, beautiful album. I think it was one of the best-selling albums of all time. One was it the Doobie Brothers, two was it Steely Dan, three Fleetwood Mac, or four the Eagles. Rumors. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when you play. Awesome, awesome album, man. I listened to it from cover to cover a million times. Never had a broken heart. Put on Rumors. And who did it, man? Who put this album out? The 70s, one of the biggest bands out there. They probably still doing reunion tours. Break out the Bengay, give them the Walkers, fucking bottle of Viagra, put them on the road. She definitely was hot, Andy. Fleetwood Mac, 100% of you guys got this one. Moving right along. Which Elton John song begins with the lyrics? It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. One, is it Your Song? Two, is it Tiny Dancer? Three, is it Rocket Man? Or four, is it Goodbye Yellow Brick Road? I got that kickback blues going on in the background, man. Giving me some smoky eyeballs over here and doing its thing. Which song was it? And please make sure you sub to the channel. Hit the like button, because what that does is it brings other people. It puts the game into other people's pages, and they'll come here and make it more difficult. 88% of you got that one right with Your Song. Andy hit the button first. 13% said Tiny Dancer. Elton John. Good stuff in the 70s, man. Funny, when he turned out to be gay, it kind of blew a lot of people's minds. Which band had a hit with Hotel California in 1976? One, was it the Eagles? Two, was it Chicago? Three, was it Boston? Or four, was it America? Getting some acid flashbacks over here. All you 70s cats, man, you conceived at Woodstock, born around freaking Valentine's Day. You know, man, it was a funky year, the 70s. If you were a 70s baby, you were something special. How many people got this one right? I think everybody did. Everybody knows this band too, man. They played in Rhode Island. They opened up for Jay Giles back in 1972. I'm seeing all the right answers out there. 100% Eagles. I should have gotten some real hard ones for you on here, but we're sticking with the theme. David Bowie introduced which alter ego in 1972? One, was it Ziggy Stardust? Two, was it the Thin White Duke? Three, was it Major Tom? Or four, was it Aladdin Sand? Man, you cats, what do you do? Listen to freaking oldies radio stations or something? Kind of making me rethink my difficulty factor here. When I was a kid, it was hard rock. Then it became soft rock. Then it became classic rock. Then it became, I don't know, golden rock. I don't know, man. But there's still stations that play it all the time. 100% got this one right. Christopher and Others. Others? Is there somebody named Other? Oh, Two Others. See, that's the first time I ever saw that come up there. This is a weird little program we're playing with here, man. But I kind of like it. Dougie Doug, my brother, salute, man. Good to see you in here. You're a musician. I see you all over the place in the music things. I listen to the Dead on your freaking show all the time. MZ, my brother, salute to you, man. Which disco group performed La Freak in 1978? 1 was it the Village People, 2 was it Chic, 3 was it the Bee Gees, or 4 was it ABBA? La Freak. Who was it? Man, you cats are... We're going to check the scoring after the next question when we get to question number 10. And man, it's like all you cats are acing it over here. I'm going to be surprised. I'm going to see a lot of 10s out of 10s going on. Which disco group performed La Freak in 1978? The disco era. It was kind of fun. No AIDS. It was pretty cool. Coke was just coming out. Didn't have to do a lot of it. And everybody was drinking and dancing. Chic 100% got that one right. The only thing I didn't like about it was the fucking clothes you had to wear and the music sucked. Everything else was cool. Question number 10. What was Queen's first U.S. top 10 single? 1 was it We Will Rock You, 2 was it Somebody to Love, 3 was it Killer Queen, or 4 was it Bohemian Rhapsody? No AIDS, Christopher. That was a good time, man. I'm seeing answers all over the place on this one, as it should be. Bohemian Rhapsody, 67% got that one. Christopher, man, you may be the dark horse of this game over here, bro. Comes to every tribute that I have, plays his heart out. Sometimes he's in over his head with the boxing historians, but 70s rock, man. Look out, baby, look out. The 10th question of the game. Who released the iconic album Dark Side of the Moon in 1973? 1 was it Yes, 2 was it The Who, 3 was it Pink Floyd, or 4 was it Genesis? Sir Foul Player, my brother, salute. Get their answers in there, man. I've never seen any of these bands. Amazing. A 70s Catholic me, I rock to every one of them. I'm not going to say it. I'm trying to curb my language for the new year. You know, I want to be a more PG-friendly channel over here. You know, especially during trivia games. 91% Pink Floyd. The Dark Side of the Moon, a classic double album, man. It was it didn't even really have a title on it. It was so strange looking, man. An error right there. But we're gonna pause for a second. We're gonna go to the leaderboard, and we're gonna see who's on top of the crop over here. Look who's in first place, man. My brother Christopher, followed by Joe, who's got the same amount of answers as Andy, and the drunk Irishman. See, all you guys have got the a tied right now, but Chris is the fastest one on there with the buzzer. And I got some tie breakers for this one. So if it does land as a tie, we ain't leaving. Sudden death will be going on here tonight. Smoking with G Shop right up there, Dan right up there. Everybody, man. Rusty Cage, Dougie Doug came in, Music MZ and Surfball Player. All right, man. You know what I'm gonna have to do though right now? I'm gonna have to go and get a poker for my bong, change my bong water. Please stick around. There we go. I didn't get the fucking poker, man. I changed the water and didn't get the GD poker. There we go. And this thing makes all the difference in the world. You guts to have that ramrod when you're doing one hit bongs. All right. Are you ready to resume this game? Here we go. Which female artist released the hit I Will Survive in 1978? I Will Survive. 1, was it Gloria Gaynor? 2, was it Donna Summer? 3, Diana Ross? Or 4, Aretha Franklin? I think this was the ladies' national anthem in the 70s too, man, you know? Very moving song in the disco era. You know, I mean, you didn't have much of a brain in the disco era anyway, but songs like this were considered deep. So, which one? Who sang this fucking tune over here, man? The correct answer: windows are closed. The correct answer to the start of the second part of the game. Gloria Gaynor, the correct answer. Answer number 1. And we only got 75% got that one. I would have got it wrong. and I used to listen to it on the radio. Let me refresh for 1 second. I'm gonna be right back, so don't worry. Ain't going nowhere. This allows me to skip to the question instead of waiting for it. What was the title of Leonard Skinner's famous 1974 album? And man, I was riding around the back of these hillbillies' cars, toking on homegrown, drinking Boone's Farm, listening to this, and that's before school started. Was it Tuesday's Gone? 2, was it Sweet Home Alabama? 3, was it Simple Man? Or 4, was it Freebird? The famous Leonard Skinner 74 anthem album. What was it? I've done that before. The fat fingers hit the small telephone numbers, and hey, it's only a game. Some people just play with their eyes closed and hit any number. I think Christopher does that sometimes when we're doing boxing. Sweet Home Alabama, 29%. The Drunk Irishman jumps in there. 58% said Simple Man. This might move the scoring around a little bit. See, it's questions like this that not everybody gets the right one. Question number 13. Which Stevie Wonder song won Grammy for the Best Pop Vocal Performance in 1973? 1, was it You Are the Sunshine of My Life? 2, was it Superstition? 3, was it Isn't She Lovely? Or 4, was it Higher Ground? All such cool tunes, but which one was the Grammy for Best Pop Vocal Performance, 1973? I love the sound of a Hammond B3. Nothing quite like it. But what Stevie Wonder tune? All 4 songs, Grammy-winning $1 million tunes, but 1973, a special year. Something magical happened to me in the year. Nobody got this one right. You dopes. Damn, I love it when the computer gets one right here. And see, 73 was a very special year for me. Got my first, no, that was 74. Stumped him, right, Joe? We stumped him. Next question. The standards didn't change at all on that one. Who sang the 1979 hit My Sharona? 1, was it the Knack? 2, was it the Cars? 3, was it Cheap Trick? Or 4, was it Blondie? My Sharona. I gotta get a co-host to do the trivia with me, you know? Somebody that knows about this songs like this, man. I was snorting coke and listening to jazz in 1979. I had no inkling of My Sharona. I'd be stumped on this one, man. But you cats seem to know it. That's it. Polls are closed. The Knack, the Cars, Cheap Trick, or Blondie? The Cars were from Rhode Island. Rhode Island School of Design. They formed as a band there. But it was the Knack. 75% got that one right. Smoking in G Shop jumped right on it, man. Andy right behind her. Other answers are all over the place. Question number 15 coming up, as we're in part 2 of this 5-part trivia game here. Which ABBA song won Eurovision in 1974? See, all you cats across the pond, you should get this one. 1, was it Waterloo? 2, was it Mamma Mia? 3, was it Fernando? Or 4, was it Dancing Queen? Head rush came. This is what makes your cannabis. You can't. The brain explosion I just got. I don't think I can get any higher than that. I really don't. If I were driving and there was a ambulance in front of me and I'd hit it. Waterloo. 63% got that one right. The Drunk Irishman, the first one in there. Drunk Irishman, man, you know, sometimes he comes in here, he just kind of feels them out during the first few rounds. He dances around, he takes in the data, and then all of a sudden, boom, inside track, man. You come over here and you win the whole damn thing on us. Look out, man, look out. But the next question, which funk icon released Superfly in 1972? 1, was it Marvin Gaye? 2, James Brown? 3, Isaac Hayes? Or 4, Curtis Mayfield? This was a cool song too. This was when I graduated from high school. This was like, you wanted to dress like a Superfly. Who that, man? Windows closed. Which one of these brothers released Superfly? Actually was Superfly. Only 23% got it. Curtis Mayfield. Answers all over the place. Musically zoned. I kind of knew you'd get that one, my brother. And Dougie Doug in there. 67% said Isaac Hayes. Question number 17. What year did The Clash release their debut album? 1, was it 1980? 2, was it 1978? 3, 1977? 4, 1976. Nothing like water. Love ice cold. Drink nothing but drink a lot. What year did The Clash release their debut album? I would have no idea in this one. I'm seeing 3s and 2s. So you guys kind of are guessing too, but this is a tough one. I guess you'd have to be a punk rocker. You know it's not going to be 1 because it's a 70s trivia. So 1 wouldn't even be an option. 1977. Funky year for me, man. Let's see, I had 2 apartments that year. 2 or 3? 3. I lived in Boston, I lived in Warren, and I lived in Warren again. 3 apartments that year. Did a lot of drugs, drank a lot of booze, spent a lot of money. And man, 1977, The Clash. And I didn't even pay attention to them. Question number 18. Who wrote and performed the hit American Pie in 1971? I remember hearing this the first day. I was bringing my aunt to the church bazaar, and I heard it sung, and I'm like, this is a pretty cool song. And it blew up after that. 1, was it Jim Croce, Harry Chapin 2, 3, Don McLean, or 4, Bob Dylan? Who was Bye Bye Miss American Pie? Everybody must know that one, man. I see him on YouTube. Gray as a ghost, still doing the song. You know, if you look at the lyrics to this tune too, it's every lyric is something heavy. Like they talk about the Beatles, the Pope, Bob Dylan, everything on this. Hey, my sister, Green Eyes Peas, salute, man. Good evening. I think we're gonna see a landslide on this one. Nobody's gonna get this one wrong. 100%. Yes, 100%. Don McLean. Question number 19 coming up. Which band released the album A Night in the Opera? A Night at the Opera, 1975. This was a classic album too, man. One of their most famous platinum, double platinum, gold, whatever you want to call it. 1, was it The Who? 2, was it the Rolling Stones? 3, the Beatles, or 4, Queen? 75, A Night at the Opera. Can't fool you cats with this one, man. A 100% on this one. I don't see any wrong answers out there. Liverpool, Green Eyed Peas. It must be late at night over there, my sister. 100% on the Queen. Next question, number 20, and then we'll take the break and we'll see what the standings are. What song by the Village People became a popular dance hit in 1987, 1978? 1, was it YMCA? 2, Macho Man? 3, In the Navy? Or 4, Go West? And if you know this one, you should be ashamed of yourself. Windows closed. Let's see who got the, I see 100% on this one, man. %100%. Let's see who's ahead here. Pull up the leaderboard. The Drunk Irishman snuck in first place with 7 out of 20 correct. Andy Heinrich with 16. Smoking in G-Shop with 15. Chris has got 14. See how these things can close up with a right or a wrong answer, man. Joe's got 14. De Niro with 14. Dan's got 8. Rusty Cage with 7. Dougie Doug with 7. MZ's got 7. Green Eyes P just came in the room with 3. Surfoul Player, I don't know if he's still here. He come in to say hello. He's got 1. He's on the board with 1. So let's get back up there and get to the second, the third, fifth of this game. I guess that's what we call it, right? Question number 21. Who composed the soundtrack for the 1976 Rocky film? See, we knew we'd get some boxing in here. 1, was it John Williams? 2, Jerry Goldsmith? 3, Hans Zimmer? Or 4, Bill Conti? And if you're home and you got your computer, refresh it, because your vote gets in faster, and the way this program does it, it tabulates speed and accuracy. And if you get your vote in there quicker, you'll be higher. Like if it's tied, you'll be higher than the person who got the same vote, but if you got it in first. So 86% Bill Conti. Christopher back in there. See, a couple of right answers like this, and it'll move them right back into the top percentile. Question number 22 coming right up. Which artist released the song Life on Mars in 1971? Was it 1, Rod Stewart? 2, was it Elton John? 3, was it David Bowie? Or 4, was it Cat Stevens? Kind of like the dude did his thing with was a planetary person anyway. Most of his albums involve space travel and different transformations, but he was the dude in the 70s though, man. Ziggy Stardust. Carlos, good night, brother. I hope the Eagle lands pretty soon, brother. '73 was the year that I could legally drink. I was 18. I was drinking before that anyway, but man, Bowie was the man in the bars. He was like fucking he was played everywhere. Ground Control to Major Tom. Which rock opera album did The Who release in 1973? 1, was it Who's Next? 2, was it Tommy? 3, Quadrophenia? Or 4, Live at Leeds? The Who album released in 1973. Remember, there was also an album released in 1969, but there was another one released in 1973. So read the whole question and think about it. Sin City Jim, good to see you in here, bro. The correct answer. Quadrophenia. Tommy was released in 1969. That was their first rock opera. Quadrophenia. I never really accepted it as a rock opera either. Tommy, I've listened to Tommy from beginning to end. I put the headphones on, put the album on. I would listen to the whole fucking. I could tell you every. What's the opening track of Bruce Springsteen's album Born to Run? 1, is it Thunder Road? 2, 10th Avenue Freeze Out? 3, Jungle Land? Or 4, Backstreet? Which one was it? And I can tell you some Bruce Springsteen stories too, man. Get your votes in there. I saw Bruce Springsteen. The first time I saw him was in 1973. We played at a hotel right up the street from me now. It was a motel, and they had a bar in there. And he played there, and the college put it on. Roger Williams College. My cousin was in charge of the student union, and nobody even heard of him. It was $3 to get in, and he became a hit 2 years later. But anyway, it was Thunder Road, and 100% got this one right. And then I saw him again in Providence in 1975, and man, and he was awesome. I saw him another time in Boston, and like I said, and I told you guys, I couldn't go see George Foreman Rumble in the Jungle because I had to usher a concert at the Boston Music Hall. Bruce Springsteen. And he's the guy who told me that George Foreman got knocked out by Muhammad Ali in Zaire, and the place went nuts. But anyway, man, Bruce Springsteen, Thunder Road, the first, and what an album that was too. Whew. Question number 25, halfway point in the game. Which band released a hit, More Than a Feeling? More Than a Feeling, 1976. 1, was it Kansas? 2, was it Journey? 3, Foreigner? Or 4, Boston? Who was it? Come on, come on. Could be 4. That might even work, Chris. But no, you already put 2 in. Because if you could write the answer in there, or the 1 through 4. I'm not sure if you write it could be 4 or 4 to recognize the 4. I don't know, man. I got to get into artificial intelligence and start asking them some questions about this program here. But 58%. Andy and Sin City were on that first of all. 43% said Journey. Boston, Joe, Boston. Who sang The Joker in 1973? I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. Right here, bro. Who sang The Joker? 1, was it the Steve Miller Band? 2, was it REO Speedwagon? Or 3, was it ELO? Or 4, was it Bad Company? I was token back in 1973. What's that, 51 years ago? Whew. Excuse me. You was 11. I was 18. From today I was 18. Steve Miller Band, 100% got that one right. Question number 27. Coming up. Which artist released the album Songs in the Key of Life? 1976. 1, was it Stevie Wonder? 2, was it Prince? 3, was it Michael Jackson? Or 4, was it Marvin Gaye? The songs in the key of life. Make sure you sub to the channel. If I haven't seen you in here before, please sub. I didn't put the sub only thing on there. I should have. I usually do, but I wasn't stoned enough when I put this thing together earlier. Is it number 1, Stevie Wonder? Number 2, Prince? Number 3, Michael Jackson? Number 4, Marvin Gaye? Too late to guess now. The window's closed. 89% Stevie Wonder. We're moving right along into question number 28. What was Blondie's first number 1 hit in the UK? There we go, man. A question for my brothers and sisters across the pond. 1, was it Rapture? 2, was it One Way or Another? 3, was it Heart of Glass? Or 4, was it Call Me? Blondie. Dave the Pickup Artist. Salute to you, man. I don't know if it's the same guy with different accounts coming in here or different people, but I appreciate the new traffic because this is kind of what this is what we want to get in here, man. Get a good little game going and get some more subs to the channel. So I appreciate it. But what's the answer to this question, man? Is it Rapture, One Way or Another, Heart of Glass, or Call Me? I would say 3, but I'm going to guess 2 because I was definitely not. Yes, I got it right, man. Heart of Glass. Yeah, she's definitely hot, man. She's a heroin addict, too. I think she might even still be around. But she was definitely hot, smoking hot fire. Speaking of smoking hot fire, my wife made me meatloaf today. Talk about a damn standard meal, like all American. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and peas. It's real healthy, real good for you. And the meatloaf is just, I think it's just meat basically. It kind of needed it was tough as a freaking a spare tire. I asked her for a knife, and usually she'd say, "What do you want a knife for?" But she didn't even argue because she knew when she brought it to me. But it was cool. It was like very all American, and everybody's eating freaking leftovers for the last couple of days. But I had this amazing meatloaf, and it stuck with the health guidelines, and 90% lean beef. Which Carole King album includes a hit, It's Too Late? This was like when I was a junior in high school. This was, everybody loved Carole King. 1, is it Writer? 2, is it Tapestry? 3, is it Music? Or 4, is it Fantasy? This Carole King album. Get back to the it had Carole King sitting on a bed with her cat, and it was definitely Indigo, before Indigo was cool. And these songs would melt you away, her on a piano, and even like James Taylor doing some harmony on there. Just mind-blowing stuff. Early 70s, but what album was it? I think this was like one of the best-selling albums of all time too, wasn't it? Tapestry. 100% got that one right. Next question coming right up. That'll be question 30. We'll take a look at the leaderboard after this one. Which punk band released a single, God Save the Queen, in 1977? Carlos Mendoza. Hey, subscribe to Carlos's new channel too, man. The Drunk Irishman. Put your freaking banner out there, man. He's a content creator, which not many of you cats can see. He's an apprentice content creator. He's working on it. He's practicing right now, but you're gonna watch. But which punk band released a single, "God Save the Queen" in 1977? The Clash, the Sex Pistols, the Ramones, or the Buzzcocks? Which one was it? Tone, my brother. Oh, this fortified double OG. I mean, I'm an OG, but this is double OG. This is a 80% indica. The Sex Pistols. Joe got that one. Andy got that one. 12% said the Buzzcocks. And let's take a look at the leaderboard. Let's pause this game and see who's in the lead. I'm looking at Andy in first place with 24, Smoking and G-Shop with 24, De Niro, Spada with 24. A three-way tie for first. Joe's got 21, Christopher with 18, The Drunk Irishman with 18, Green Eyes P with 12, Musically Zone with 9, Dan's in here with 8, Rusty Cage with 10, with 7. In 10th place with 7, Dougie Doug's around with 7, Sin City with 6, Tone with 4, Dave the Pickup with 2, and Surf Out Player with 1. Let's see what I told you. What I had to do was, man, I gotta learn how to freaking like start like a new leaderboard when we resume the game. I don't know if you can do that. I don't know how to do that. But eventually we'll learn that. Oh, we'll have winners and we'll have prizes, man. Eventually, the bigger I get, the more I'll be able to sustain the channel. What band performed "Paranoid" in 1970? And I saw this. I was there, around the auditorium. Talk about loud. This was so loud, and I was so drunk and high. I woke up in my underwear at home in my bed, and I thought I was still at the concert. It was still ringing in my ears. 1 was at Led Zeppelin. 2 was at Deep Purple, 3 Blue Oyster Cult, or 4 Black Sabbath. Paranoid, War Pigs, bah, 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 bah. I mean, this was Beavis and Butthead stuff. This was as heavy, hard rock as you can get, man. Which one was it? Without me giving it away. In my water. Agua, por favor. Dr. Paul, salute, brother. My brother, Dr. Paul, man. Black Sabbath, 90% got this one right. Followed by 10% said Deep Purple. I saw Deep Purple too, the first concert at the Providence Civic Center. This was a funny one, man. I gotta tell you about this one. Me and my buddy J.I., he just passed away. He passed away the same day that Marvin Hagler passed away. And me and him, we used to go to concerts all the time, and we always had girls we brought with us, man. We always had dates. Anyway, we had these 2 girls with us, and we were drinkers back then. Back in 1972, 73, we were wine drinkers. Fucking, we brought 5 quarts of wine in there with us. You know, screw top like Boone's Farm or Zappa or something like that, Ripple. But anyway, J.R., my friend J.R., he's got 1 in each sleeve. He walks in there, walks right by the security. It wasn't like today. Walked right. He was a big guy anyway, so he could hide him in there. One of the girls brought a bottle in, and the cop caught her and grabbed her, and he took the bottle away. He wasn't even a cop; he was a security guard. And he's got a big smile on his face. He goes, "One of these days, I'll figure out how to get one by on me." And I walked by. I had my hoodie over my shoulder. I didn't know if it was a hoodie, but anyway, I had a bottle in each sleeve and another bottle in the lining in the back. And I was making a chink, chink, You know what I'm saying? You're doing your job, brother, and shoot right in there. We sat there listening to the loudest music, drinking the wine, smoking the herb. But anyway, man, 1970s, Black Sabbath, Paranoid. You know, you make what's the old saying? What Grateful Dead spin-off band put out the song Panama Red? One was it Jerry Garcia Band. Two was it Rat Dog. Three was it the New Riders of the Purple Sage. Or four was it Kingfish. Happy belated birthday to you too, Dr. Paul. Birthdays, nothing like a birthday. Man, you catch remember this song? I was playing my guitar back then. This was in my repertoire. Always got a big hand from the audience, even back in the day. But what was the band? Bars in here. Bars, my brother. Salute, man. Long time no see. Hope you had a great Christmas. 100% got this one. See, I thought you guys were going to be fooled by this one, but everybody got this one right, man. Everybody got this one right. Question number 33 coming up. Which artist released Rock Lobster in 1979? This was some freaky stuff. One was it the B-52s, two was it the Talking Heads, three was it Devo, or four was it Blondie? Rock Lobster. Fives out, K-Juice, Aslo, 420. Whoever you is, you must have been here before. You changed your name, but salute, eh? Welcome to the contest. We's into the 2/3 that let me see, it's divided in 5, so we're in the fourth fifth of this game. The B-52s? No. Was it the B-52s? Yeah, I guess it was. The B-52s. 100% got that one right. Question number 34. Coming up. What song was the Eagles' first Billboard #1 hit? One was it Take It Easy, two was it Lion Eyes, three Desperado, or four Best of My Love? Their first #1 Billboard hit. This was kind of a difficult one too, I thought, because there's so many of them and really tough to go back there and think about the first album. That Blue album, I had that one. I used to dig that album, man. Tequila Sunrise. Which one is it? Bang, 22%. 78% said Take It Easy. I would have guessed Take It Easy too, but nope, that wasn't the first Billboard #1 hit. So you have to kind of read the whole question. Even if you did, I would have guessed Take It Easy too. But anyway, man, Sin City, Dr. Paul got that one right, man. 23%, and maybe some other ones in there because it only displays the first two on the leaderboard. And here we are, question number 35. Who sang the 1972 hit Me and Mrs. Jones? We got a thing going on. One was it Marvin Gaye, two was it Billy Paul, three was it Barry White, or four was it Al Green? Me and Mrs. Jones. Which one of these cats sang that tune? I think it was his only freaking hit too. His only one-hit wonder, as they say. Billy Paul. I can't think of another tune that he did. 64%. So once again, the scoreboard's being stretched out a little bit here. Skip to question number 36. Coming right up. What was the first single released by the Ramones? One was it Sheena is a Punk Rocker. Two was it Rockaway Beach. Three was it I Wanna Be Sedated. Or four was it Blitz Creek Bop. The first single released by the Ramones. See, this would have been out of my league. I would have taken a guess. I probably would have said one because it sounds cool. They all kind of do, but the correct one. I think you guys got it. I think it's going to be number 4, Blitz Creek Bop. 67% got that one right. Christopher jumping in there. Smoking in G-Shop right behind him. I Want to Be Sedated. Yeah, I don't like being sedated. I like being like nicely buzzed. That's why I wait till the sun comes up. Well, even then, I don't smoke heavy. I didn't do edibles till late, like now, and smoke heavy till, and it's like almost time for last call around here. Which band released Dream On in 1973? I saw this band. They used to open up for bands around here. They were before they even became famous. I saw them like 3 times as opening acts. 1 was at Van Halen. 2 was at Kiss. 3 was at Journey. Or 4 was at Aerosmith. The correct answer, 100% Aerosmith. Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, back in the early 70s, they were pretty much they were playing big bars and opening up for all the acts that came to town. I saw them open up for the Kinks. I saw them open up for John Mayall. Like they were featuring also opening act Aerosmith. Then all of a sudden they got Dream On, and they started playing their own big gigs. Who released the album Goodbye Yellow Brick Road in 1973? 1 was it Elton John. 2 was it David Bowie. 3 is it Cat Stevens. Or 4 is it Billy Joel? El Harvey, my brother. Salute. I didn't see you in here. Harlow Davis, my brother. That's all right, man. This isn't a party. This is just a little fun. No boxing on. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's like Saturday night, and last night, I think there was a couple of weeks ago, I had 3 screens on in front of me. I was like losing it. And tonight they couldn't put a. You know what it is? 100% got this one right. See, fighters don't want to get bashed up for Christmas. They want to be with their families. They don't want to go be sitting at the fucking Thanksgiving, the Christmas. They don't want to be sitting at the fucking table, the New Year's Eve party, with an eye out like that. A big plum, fucking teeth all fucking mis fucking place and every other freaking thing. So this is kind of what happens around this time of the year, historic traditionally, and you don't really think about it until it does, and then you say, oh yeah, this is the norm. But occasionally it doesn't, because you know there are some fights that will happen, rare fights. There's a rare historical fight that happened on Christmas back in the early 1900s. But aside from that, there's really no. It's just not the time to mess it up. It's a time for peace, being with your family, spirituality. You know, wait till the new year. Talk about that fucking February 22nd, man. I cannot wait for that. That's on a memorable day for me too, man. You know, just the idea of that happening, that huge card. Hail Turkey Yellow Sheep for giving us that action. But get back to the game here, man. Who had the mothers of invention? 1, was it Ringo Starr? 2, was it Freddie Mercury? 3, was it Frank Zappa? Or 4, was it David Bowie? Dr. Paul, appreciate you in here, out of here, whatever, brother. We'll be here for a little bit, man. We still have the countdown. We're going to go one more, then we're going to look at the scoring again. All right, is Terrible Tim in here? I didn't see him if he was. He could have been, man. Kenny Porter's right hand. Oh, man. Right now, I am smoking something called Double OG, but it's fortified with crumble. So the stuff is, it kicks ass. It's indescribably strong. You know, I can't just say it's strong. It blow your fucking mind. 100% got this one right. 100% of this one right with question 39. Let's go to question 40, and we'll take a little break. We'll look at the leaderboard, and we'll talk about what we're smoking. Moving into the question number 40. Which singer-songwriter released Father and Son in 1970? And people used to play this song and tell me, oh, this is you and your dad, Bruce Gas. I mean, it was weird. Me and my dad had that kind of relationship. But 1, was it Paul Simon? 2, was it Neil Young? 3, was it James Taylor? 4, was it Cat Stevens? This was this dude, his album, just him on a guitar basically, and memories flare up when I think of some of the Cat Stevens tunes from way in the back of the mind. I gave it away. I hope everybody voted before I did. Hollow Davis, you should have put Cat Stevens in there. They won't accept just Cat. T for the Tillerman and What for the Sun. T for the Tillerman and Wheat for the Sun, something like that. But 84% got this one right. Cat Stevens. We're going to pause the game and look at the leaderboard here. Let's see how we are doing on this Saturday night, December 28th. Smoking in G Sharp. She's ahead and she's been pressing the button faster than anybody. She's got herself 32 out of 50. De Niro's got 32 out of 50. 1 and 1 are tied, but De Niro, she's got the lead because she's been pressing her a little faster than yours, man. Andy Heinrich, second place with 31. Joe's got 28. Christopher's been in first, been in second. Shit, man, he's hanging tough though. My lovely sister Green Eyes Peas with 28 over here, man. And Carlos, he was going to go to bed. He said, nah, I'm gonna hang in for a little bit. Sin City Jack, I think it's his first time playing the game. He's in 8th place. Musically Zone, 9th place. See, Musically Zone, this is more like the let's see, more of a pop-oriented music. If I put the jazz in here or the funk in here, it'd be different, brother. But this is like almost, a lot of this stuff is slow-mo elevator stuff. Tone's in 10th place with 10. That's pretty cool. My brother Dr. Paul got 10 correct in 11th. See, these are, like I said, these ties. They're based on who hits that button the quickest. So Dan is in there, Rusty Cage, Dougie Doug, L. Harvey, Hollow Davis, Dave the pickup. Boz came in, Sir Foul Cobra, Sir El Cobra. He's got a bunch of different names in his this historic game here in YouTube. But here we go, man. This is the countdown, the final 10. I'm sorry, I had the game on pause. What Fleetwood Mac song features the lyric? Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when you're playing. 1, was it The Chain? 2, is it Rhiannon? 3, is it Go Your Own Way? Or 4, is it Dreams? Which Fleetwood Mac song features Thunder Only Happens When It's Raining? Windows closed. Get your votes in there. Smoking in G Shop, man. I think you got this one wrong, my sister. You were listening to me singing, right? That always does it. 75% got that one right with Dreams. You know who does an awesome version of this? This cat named Justin Towns Earl. He's one of my favorite artists, man. I listen to him all the time with my earbuds in the morning. And he's the son of Steve Earl. He died of a fentanyl overdose a couple of years ago, but he left a musical legacy. Justin Towns Earl. Honest, man, if you've never heard him before, you will love him. The next question, we'll resume the game. Question number 42 as we're going in here, man. Who was the drummer for The Who? 1, was it Mickey Hart? 2, was it Keith Moon? 4, was it John Bonham? 4, was it Ainsley Dunsbar? The drummer for The Who. And this guy was a crazy man. He would rent a hotel room and he'd already pay for the damages that he was going to do. That's how crazy this fucker was, man. The edibles I did are kicking in nicely right now. See, I laid off them all day. I gave a ton of my edibles away to everybody I saw practically, if I kind of knew that they would dig them. 80% got this one right. John Bonham, that was Led Zeppelin. But Keith Moon, the craziest mother of them all. I saw him, like, I didn't see him. Like I said, I never saw The Who, but I've seen so much of him. His drum solos, man, just sweats. And the guy was just legendary, crazy, lightning fast. Who released Anarchy in the UK in 1976? 1, The Damned. 2, The Clash. 3, The Sex Pistols. 4, The Buzzcocks. I wouldn't know who this one was. I would guess too if I was doing it, man. This is when I was so entrenched in jazz I didn't even pay attention to this stuff. When I listen to it now, it's just not my thing. But it's definitely a part of music in the 70s. And who released Anarchy in the UK? The Sex Pistols. Johnny and Sid, yes. Question number, how many got that one right? 100%. You cats all knew that one. Next question, number 44 is Grand Funk. Is it Grand Funk Railroad, Grand Funk Horizon, Grand Funk Highway, or Grand Funk Helicopter? What is it? This was one I used to drive around listening to, smoking the hash pipe. Most people knew this one. My brother Joe, the boxing historian, he's in a different world with this. I'm your captain, yeah, 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 yeah. Sin City Jim. This was a cool band back in the day, man. I used to listen to this with the 8-track in there, loud. Grand Funk Railroad, 90% got that one right. Smoking with G-Sharp in there quickly. Moving into question number 45. This game goes by too fast, huh? Who performed Smoke on the Water in 1972? If you don't get this one right, man, you better turn in your card. 1, is it Uriah Heep? 2, is it Deep Purple? 3, was it Cream? Or 4, was it Black Sabbath? Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. We got 100% on this one. Man, I'll tell you, good buzz cooking tonight. It's only 9 o'clock. There's no boxing on. It's fucking retarded, man. I don't even want to hear anymore about the bullshit that's going on in the boxing communities on YouTube. I want to see some real stuff. Joe, yes. We already took yours at the door, Joe. We'll give it back to you when you leave. 90% got this one right with Deep Purple. This was the first concert at the Providence Civic Center. In fact, the lead vocalist, Ian Gillan, he did the Jesus Christ Superstar vocals. So this was true rock opera stuff. Moving on, question number 48. What group released Boogie Wonderland in 1979? 1, was it the Tramps? 2, was it KC and the Sunshine Band? 3, was it Earth, Wind and Fire? Or 4, was it Chic? Boogie Wonderland. Windows closed. Earth, Wind and Fire, 90%. I saw them in 1974. They opened up for B.B. King. And it was funny, the place was packed for Earth, Wind and Fire, and B.B. King, half the audience left. It was sad. But B.B. rocked anyway. But 90% Tone and Others, it says. So Others would see there's exact ties in there, I guess. I don't know exactly how this scoring, how they get it, but we know when the scoring. Which Pink Floyd song opens with the cash register sound effects? 1, is it Us and Them? 2, is it Time? 3, is it money? Or 4, is it brain damage? Al Gore. I'm seeing a lot of 3s out there, and it's kind of obvious. I mean, double innuendos over here. But which Pink Floyd song opens with a ching ching ching, boom 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 boom? Money. 100% on this one. Yes. Moving on to question number 48 in this exciting trivia game, 70s rock. What's the title of Rolling Stones' 1972 double album? 1, is it Sticky Fingers? 2, is it Let It Bleed? 3, is it Goat's Head Soup? Or 4, is it Exile on Main Street? 1972, Joe. And in this album, they all got together. I think it was Alistair Crowley. Is that the dude's name? The house in England where they all got together and did this album in a month, and all kind of crazy stories. Alistair Crowley, is that his name? But anyway, Exile on Main Street. Number 4. I see a lot of answers all over the place on this. Most of you cats said Sticky Fingers. No. I think Sticky Fingers was 71. Exile on Main Street. Harlow Davis, man. Carlos out there, my cheerleader, hit the like button. You ain't getting no kickback on this, Carlos. I don't care how much we get in our super chats. We're not paying for that. That's all done out of love, courtesy, and respect. So hit the like button. Who co-wrote Take It Easy with Glenn Frey? 1, was it Joe Walsh? 2, was it Jackson Browne? 3, he wrote it solo? Or 4, Don Henley? Who co-wrote Take It Easy? And that's it. Get your answer in there quickly. This is one of my favorite artists, man. I was listening to him in 1972. His first album. I always thought it was called Saturate Before Using, but nope, it was just solo by his name. Only 28% Jackson Browne, Andy in Sin City. 28% said he wrote it solo. 46% thought it was his duet with Don Henley. No, that was him and Jackson Browne, man. Now we're going to the last question, man, coming up. So let us reflect on this game and this season and ourselves. Let me do another hit before this game comes up. Let karma fill the air. As we do the last question, take a nice big hit. Appreciate every day of your life. Try to stay as healthy as you can. Eat whole, unprocessed foods. Make sure you're getting all the nutrients and vitamins your body needs. See your doctor regularly. Exercise regularly. And you'll be around for question number 50 and beyond. This band was fronted by Lowell George. I got a good head rush on that one. Was it C-Train, 2 is it Poco, 3 is it Little Feet, or 4 is it Jethro Tull? Chris, if it wasn't for trouble, I wouldn't have no fun at all. Isn't that kind of how it goes, man? But avoid it as much as possible. But what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do when the Hulk comes crazy wild on you, brother? Lowell George, one of my favorite artists, man. He died in 1979, I think. He played at a place called Lupo's Heartbreak Hotel. He went away from his band. Oh, I gave the answer away, didn't I? Shit, man. Guilty. But man, it was an amazing band. See, I started making these hard towards the end because I couldn't get any of them off the freaking AI anymore. But Lowell George, an amazing songwriter, fronted the band Little Feet. Artists like Linda Ronstadt, Emmylou Harris, they got crazy stories about him. This man would do coke and stay up for days and drink, write songs. I mean, he died at 27 years old, the same age that Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Bill Kreutzmann. Who's the dude who blew his head off, the punk rocker? But anyway, man, look at that. I didn't even get a chance to pause it or anything. It came right on to the end of the game. Let's see who it is up here, man. Andy Heinrich, first place with 38 correct. Smokey and G Sharp and De Niro Spada. We got a 3-way tie for first place. I'm gonna have to go for some tiebreakers. We got Joe in second place with 32 correct. Christopher with 31. Green Eyes, my sister, in 6th place. So I guess that would be 4th place because everybody gets moved up because we got a 3-way tie. And like I said, it goes on the speed of the how fast you get it in. But it's weird because I watch it on my phone. It's quicker than I watch it on my laptop. So I guess that's all really bullshit. We'll have to do some sudden death stuff here. All right. But let's go over the rest of the results here, man. Drunken Irishman following Sin City Jim with 18 correct. Tone with 17. Musicals MZ with 14. L. Harvey with 13. Dr. Paul, my brother, with 10. Hollow Davis got himself 9, coming in late, but man, he hung it. See, that's why I got to get this thing broken down into halves and quarters. I'll find out. I'll get my computer guy because I'm getting some weed in the next couple of days, and he's going to want to come down. I'm not only getting weed, I'm getting my stuff that I got, the Simply Snow, the stuff that you cannot touch. This is only the jar. The jar's empty. I'm getting more Monday. I love the mail service in this country. They even tell you when they're going to deliver your product. And a great thing these days in this country now. With Dan, 8 correct. Rusty Cage, a newcomer to the game with 8 correct. I know he's a newcomer because I went and checked his channel. He's only been on YouTube for 2 weeks. So either he's a troll coming in, but hey, I wrench him up. I let him play the game. Thanks for the sub. And 7 correct. Good job, my brother. Dougie Doug came around and got himself 7. Dave the Pickup got himself a deucer. My brother Boss from over in Slovenia got himself a 2. Surfall player and 1 other player. Wow, I even filled up the room here tonight. I appreciate that, man. A lot of friendly banter going on. And Daniel Berry, salute to you, brother. And let me see, how are we gonna do this? I got a pretty good one I can do here. Let me see if I can go back to this one here. Oh man, I can't do what I wanted to do here. But okay. We'll do it. See if we can do it by memory. You remember when the game questions came on? Because I can even go back and look at it on my I can rewind my yeah. Okay, when the questions came on, there was a poster in the back, and it had Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, and they had arrest warrants on them. I mean, they were in jail. They had mugshots of them, right? That was in 1972, and what state was that in? They were on their way to a concert, and they got busted when they landed in the state. And there was a big thing about it. They were on local news, and it was Keith and Mick. They got busted for weed, and it was in the United States. But anyway, this is for the top three players. I want to see if you can get that. That was who were the top three players again? See, I can't even think of them anymore. Andy, Smoking and G Shop, and De Niro. Can any of you get that? The poster was in the background of Keith and Mick from 1972 on their way to a concert, and they got busted. Now, what state was it? Andy, De Niro, and Smoking and G Shop. Let's see. Nobody wants to take a guess? They were going to Boston. They were going to play at the Boston Garden, and they landed in another state at an airport, and they had to drive to Boston, but they couldn't get out of that state because they got busted. And they were going on the radio. The mayor was going back and forth with the police from that state, and there was a riot at the Boston Garden. And any of you guys want to take a guess on this one? Because I live 50 miles from the Boston Garden. That's a clue. No more guesses? Nobody wants to take a guess? Come on, this should be easy. I'm not seeing it up there. I have to find another question. No, it's the state that I live in. I remember it because it was happening when I was a kid, when I was my first year out of high school. Joe got it, but Joe, you have no guess in this. It's only between Smoking G Shop, Andy, and De Niro. This is for the fucking. This is the tiebreaker. You know what I could do, man? I could block everybody except those three, so you don't disrupt them with your answers in here, man. Andy got it, but see that I think I already gave that away, right? But Andy got it right, so it looks like Andy's the only one that's looks like Andy got the first answer correctly. But yep, it was in Rhode Island. And a fun game. Definitely killed 2 hours on a Saturday night when there's no boxing. I appreciate it much, man. This is a funky time to be here, man. I appreciate everybody that came in here tonight, man. From the newcomers in the building to all my old reliables, man. You know, and I'll go look at the I look at the analytics and the total time, the average time people spend in here. I see it like 15 minutes, 18 minutes. That's huge, man, because a lot of people just come and go and everything else, man. So this was cool, man. And today, man, this is the last day that I'm going to be 69 years old. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be 70 years old. I'm not going to be doing a show tomorrow, but I appreciate everybody coming in here, man. And it's been a blast. And, 70 years, that's fucking wild. That's fucking awesome, bro. And I kind of have much more fucking attitude. I get up in the morning. I appreciate doing this. I learn a lot. I communicate with people because, man, out there, them cats in the real world, they're fucking nuts. I can't even communicate with most people anymore face to face. Around here, I can talk to people. But anyway, man, I'm out of here. This is Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and More. And I'll see you all again soon.